Hello, welcome back to Statistics and Mathematics YouTube channel. Today we are going to tackle our studies on levels of measurement. Levels of measurement. So we have our four levels of measurement. We have the nominal, ordinal, intervals, and ratios. These are the four levels of measurement. At the end of this video, students are really expected to really understand the nominal level of measurement, the ordinal level of measurement, the intervals, and ratios. So let's start. The one on my list is nominal level of measurement. Nominal level of measurement are qualitative data only and cannot be ordered. So for this nominal level of measurement, they are qualitative data, and we have treated qualitative data. We learned the meaning for qualitative data on our last video that we made before this video. So if you haven't watched that video on qualitative data, go and watch it before you start this one for you to really understand what you are going to discuss here. So they are mainly qualitative data and cannot be ordered, right? You can just list them randomly. They cannot be ordered. They don't appear in an order form. So for example, as we see here, gender. When you say gender, gender can be either be male and female or female and male, right? And then the religion. For religion, we have Christianity, Islam, traditional, and many more. These religions that we see here, they are not in an ordered form, right? That if you don't become a Christian, the next option there is Muslim. If you don't become a Muslim, the next option there is tradition, right? No, it is not in an ordered form. So these religions can be listed anyhow that we want. The Islam can come first, Christian can come first, the traditional people also, their list too can also come first, right? And we have marital status. So for marital status, they are not arranged in order. Single, married, divorced, and widow. They are not arranged in order. And then we have blood group. We have blood group A, B, AA, and O. We have eye color, brown, blue, green, and black. These are not in an ordered form. And nationality, Ghanaian, Nigerian, Kenyans, and Americans. So these are the nationalities and many more. And these nationalities are not in a form of an orderly manner. These nationalities are not in a form of orderly manner. So most at time, so in most sense, the nominal level of measurement are qualitative type, and then their order their nature is not in an ordered form, right? So that is nominal level of measurement for you. And then for ordinal level of measurement, the ordinal level of measurement can either be qualitative or quantitative data that can be ordered. So they can either be qualitative and quantitative data that can be ordered, but the difference between the data entries is not meaningful. If you want to find the difference between them, it's not meaningful, it's not significant. So you cannot really find the difference between the data entries, right? Yes. So examples of ordinal level is education level. Education level, we have primary. You see that one is in sequence. Nobody can just move from nobody can just move straight away to secondary school, right? No one can do that, right? Yes, you have to pass through a system, and this one can have to start from kindergarten. You come to primary school, junior high school, senior high school, bachelor's, you get your masters and PhD and many more. So these are in an orderly pair. So what I have here is primary, secondary, bachelor's, masters, and PhD. So these are the successive list of education level that we have. And then the second is socio-economic status. So for socio-economic status, that too is in the form of order. Either we have a low economy, middle economy, which can also be termed as the moderate, and the high economy. And then we have customer satisfaction. So for customer satisfaction, the customer satisfaction too are also in order. Very unsanctified, neutral, certified, and very certified. So these are the order for customer satisfaction. And then the fourth here is rank in military. Rank in military, right? We have private, corporal, sergeants, and many more. And these two are also listed in order. So all that I'm trying to say here is that for the ordinal level of measurement, they can both be qualitative and quantitative, and that data can be ordered. But the difference between the data entries is not meaningful. So that's ordinal level of measurement. And then we have the interval level of measurement. The interval level of measurement is quantitative data that can be ordered. The difference between the data entries is meaningful, and the zero represents a position and the zero represents a position on a scale. So a ratio of two data value is not meaningful. If you want to find the ratio of the data values, they are not meaningful. But if you find the difference between these data entries, they are really meaningful. So here we have temperature. Temperature is interval level, because for temperature we only measure a temperature within a certain interval. So temperature is interval level of measurement. We have calendar years, right? Calendar years too are also in an interval form. And then the last one is the standardized test score. So the standardized test score can be like those who wrote SAT, GRE, TOEFL, Duolingo, and then many more, right? So these are what we call the interval level of measurement. And the last one is the ratio. The ratio level of measurement here is similar to the interval level. Zero is an inherited zero, right? So here the ratio of two data values can be formed and could be meaningful. So you see, it's related to the interval level of measurement. But what you saw here is that when you find the difference between these data entries, they are meaningful. But when you take the ratio of the data values, they are not meaningful. But this ratio is just telling us that when we take the ratio between these data values, they are meaningful. So the interval level of measurement have the interval level of measurement definition. The interval level of measurement definition is included in the ratio level of measurement, and this ratio level of measurement, the its extent is that the ratio of the data points that we have are meaningful. So examples of ratio level of measurement are height, weight, time, salary, and age, right? Height, weight, time, salary, and age. These are examples of ratio level of measurement. So we have practice test. Practice test for the practice test for the levels of measurement. So we said, what level of measurement could be used to measure each variable? A says the age of authors who wrote the hard copy version of the top 25 fiction books sold during a specific week. You see, this is age, and for age they are ratios. Age are ratios. So the practice test A, the answer is ratio, because that's the age. It has a given ratio where the ratio of the ratio of this data points will be meaningful. If you want to find ratio of, let's say, two people, is meaningful. So here our answer is ratio. And then B is the colors of baseball hats score in a store for a specific year. This one too is nominal. The colors, we cannot list them in order. It can just pop up anyhow, right? So this is nominal. They just tell us that this is not in a form of orderly manner. And then C said the highest temperature for each day of a specific month is interval. Temperatures are usually observed in a form of interval. And D, the rating of bands that play in a homecoming parade at a college. He said this rating, you see that for this rating, it means that they are going to be in a form of order, right? So this one is ordinal level of measurement. So this is Statistics and Mathematics Twitter channel. Kindly subscribe, like, and share so that this video will get viral for others to watch. Bye. Have a great day.